Nostalgia is probably my least favorite thing in the world. It's very tricky, you know. It feels so good, but it's such a trick. It turns us all into morons. Like, I think people are at their dumbest when they're nostalgic for the past. It's when we all say things that probably aren't true, but we're just essentially saying, like, I'm almost dead and I hate you for your youth. Like, I hate music today because I'm almost dead. You know, like, that's what it comes down to, I think. I was watching this one YouTube video, and it was Dean Martin and Johnny Carson, old school dudes, just chatting. It was a video of them chatting. Watched it, very charming, very funny. Scrolled down to read the comments. Top vote getting comment was, ooh, Dean Martin and Johnny Carson, the days of wit and class. Give me those two over Justin Bieber and Rihanna any day. 38 likes. Listen, okay, man, you missed the past, all right. Okay. But if you want to compare things between the past and the present in a way that is unfavorable to the present, you have to at least stay in genre. You know what I mean? You can't compare two talk show host comedians from the past to anyone you dislike in the present. Ah, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones! The days of real rock and roll. Give me those bands over George Bush and the woman who wrote Twilight any day. Ah, for the days of yore! Back when bands weren't authors. You know what I mean? It's nuts. People go too far. I got a friend my age, works in a toy store in Halifax. I went in one day, I picked up this toy called the Hip Hop Bracelet. I was like, what is this? She said, oh, it's some stupid toy kids are into nowadays. None of it's as good as what we grew up with. And I was like, all right. First of all, what are you doing working in a toy store, you Grinch? Get out of here. There's kids around. But what did we grow up with that was so great? She was like, well, nothing these days is as good as Pogs. Now, based on your silence, I'm assuming most of you don't remember Pogs. Oh, what? You don't remember the 12 months when Pogs were a thing? That an entire generation of people has blown up to be... Remember the 90s and Pogs? Yeah, I remember 1994 to late 1994 when Pogs were a thing. They were little circles of cardboard with pictures on one side. If you flipped your friends over, you got to keep it. It was shit marbles. That was all it ever was. Cheap to manufacture marbles. We've blown it up. I love Pogs. To this day, I love them, but I know why I love them. It's because I played them when I was a kid, and I loved everything more when I was a kid, because it was better to be a kid. You ask me to defend Pogs now, my favorite thing about Pogs? My favorite thing about... Probably my favorite thing about Pogs is how every time I played Pogs, I was never aware of my own mortality. That's probably what I liked about Pogs. Just in terms of Pogs. Ah, yeah. I just like original Nintendo, you know what I mean? Yeah. I just love how every time I played original Nintendo, I had never been cheated on. Ah, cool! How come every time I play Xbox 360, I've been cheated on? Why would they build that into the Xbox? So weird. Courtney! That doesn't matter.